I'm going to sing you one more, and then we'll move on to the great lady of folk music hereabouts and everywhereabouts, Rosalie, who's my oldest friend in the world. You know, it's been well over 50 years that we've been friends and done traveling and singing together. Over at the Joe Hill house, like I say, there was a lot of singing going on. And there was a young fellow there that had come up from the Dogleg. Well, he came from the Dogleg, Pointe-aux-Chien, Louisiana, but he went to New York to work at the Catholic Worker there when Dorothy Day was still alive. And she sent him west to work with Ammon Hennessy at the Joe Hill house. His name was Murphy Dowie. They called him the Cajun, and they had a very, very heavy accent. But Friday night, Ammon would always speak, which was a Catholic Worker tradition at all the houses. He would talk about people he had known, like Clarence Darrow and Eugene V. Debs, and truly great people. And then it was our turn, and we'd sing whoever was there for the tramps or for students from the Newman Center, from the university, what have you. And Ammon had one favorite song, though, and that's what I'll sing to you. It's not one I made. Well, I changed it some. I learned it from Murphy Dowie, and he first sang it to Ammon, and I said, teach that to me, and I'll teach it to you. This is Woody Guthrie's last song. By all odds, he was, on his way to the hospital. His disease was so far advanced. He wrote this during the Korean War, and then I added some words to it and changed some words to try to bring it down into our time. I didn't think that Woody would mind. I do indeed love the pleasure of your company, and I look forward to coming back and spending a great deal of time with you again as the years go by. Why do your warships sail on my waters? Why do your death bombs fall from my sky? Why do you burn my town and my farm down? I've got to know, yes, I've got to know why. Why do your ships haul death to my people? Nitro blockbusters, big cannons and guns. Why can't your ships haul some food and some clothing? I've got to know, yes, I've got to know. I've got to know, yes, I've got to know, friend. Hungry lips ask me wherever I go. Comrades and friends all falling around me. I've got to know, yes, I've got to know. Yes, I've got to know, yes, I've got to know, friend. Hungry lips ask me wherever I go. Comrades and friends all falling around me. I've got to know, yes, I've got to know. You try it, your turn. I've got to know, yes, I've got to know, friend. Hungry lips ask me wherever I go. Comrades and friends all falling around me. I've got to know, yes, I've got to know. What good work did you do? I'd like to ask you to give you the money right out of my hand. I built your big house to hide from my people. I've got to know, yes, why you hide so. Why can't we spend more to build homeless shelters? Why are the homeless here anyhow? Fortunes are building on war and on killing. I've got to know, yes, I've got to know now. I've got to know, yes, I've got to know, friend. Hungry lips ask me wherever I go. Comrades and friends all falling around me. I've got to know, yes, I've got to know. You locked me in jail, you put me in prison. Your hospital's jammed and your crazy house full. Why did your cop hurt my unarmed peace worker? I've got to know, yes, I've got to know. My friends are dying from AIDS and from cancer. Your big money goes where the death missiles fly. Built by good workers and paid by war taxes. I've got to know, yes, I've got to know why. I've got to know, yes, I've got to know, friend. Hungry lips ask me wherever I go. Comrades and friends all falling around me. I've got to know, yes, I've got to know.
Utah Phillips, a national treasure.